In this tutorial, we'll be looking at how to make this structure sleeve that has been trendy for a while. It's a two-in-one sleeve, but I'll concentrate on the structured part. I folded my lining into two. I'm using double of my bicep circumference. So my bicep circumference is 16 inches, and twice of that, I'm making it unfold. So this is the start line. It's going to serve as the apex of the sleeve. So for the vertical dimensions of my measurement, I'm placing from that start point, I'll place 4 inches for the bicep line, and I'm using 12 inches for the elbow, and the sleeve length is 16 inches, and I'm using 1 inch for hem allowance. So I'll draw these lines out, and then I'll go back to my bicep line and simply create a curve to meet the sleeve apex. I have a detailed tutorial on how to create a basic sleeve, but this one here is gonna be wider than a basic sleeve, so I didn't have to go through that detail of a basic sleeve. So now to get that structured sleeve, I place 9 inches downwards from my apex sleeves, and then I'll be connecting it to meet the hem at the far end there. So you can use your free hand, or you can use your curve ruler. Your curve ruler makes your lines more precise, so I like to use my curve rulers when necessary. So now I'll connect my hem there, my sleeve length and the hem to the bicep line, and I'm cutting this out. So this is the lining. I will need to notch the midpoint. So this is the lining. I will need to place this on the main fabric. Okay, so placing it on the main fabric, I'll be cutting exactly what I have on the lining on the main fabric. So I'll place the lining right side facing the right side of the main fabric. So now for the main fabric, I'm using this crepe fabric, and this is what I have left from making the dress. So I'll simply place the lining, the shape I got from the lining, I'll place it on this fabric, and I'll cut exactly what I have on the lining. So I'd like to thank all my subscribers for being here. And if you're new and you're yet to subscribe, if you like my content, please do subscribe and be part of this family. I've notched my midpoint, and I'll be using this interface. The hard interface will go on the lining, and I'll be bringing in this crinoline, 1 inch crinoline as well. So now I've ironed the hard gum to the lining, and this is what it looks like. At this point, I'll just take out 1 inch as my seam allowance. The same thing I'll do on the fabric. So I was trying to avoid this being weighty, so I didn't add interface to the main fabric, but of course you have the liberty of doing that. Okay, it will make your fabric more smooth. So now I'll take to the hem of the lining. Note where the hem is. Okay, so I will take it to the hem of the main fabric, and I'm bringing in this crinoline to give it more structure. I'll be using 1/2 inch to sew it. I'm sewing the crinoline on the lining and the main fabric. So after sewing that, okay, I will turn it inside out. So now when you're placing the crinoline on the lining, it will make sure that the lining goes inwards more than the fabric. So the idea is that the lining should not stick out, it should go inwards. So I didn't have to top stitch, I simply push it inwards. So now after pushing it inwards, you will notice that the lining goes in. It goes in with even that 1/2 inch that you used to sew. So I'll give it a good praise, and then I will trim out the excess of the lining that I have on top here. So after trimming out the excess, I'll simply sew the two together, the lining and the main fabric, and then we'll need to insert this to the dress. Now you will sure have some excess, okay, so you need to pleat, and you make your pleat well enough so it will look beautiful. So if this video adds any value to you at all, please give me a thumbs up, like and share. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.